cations. Number one, I can just add hydrochloric acid. So I'm going to add HCl, which is hydrochloric acid. And then what I want to do is look out if it makes any kind of precipitate. So I'm going to add my hydrochloric acid to the cation solution. And then what I'm looking for is, does it make a precipitate? So let's just draw an arrow, go down. And here we're going to split it up into, does it make precipitate or does it not make precipitate? So I'm going to come to this arrow down in a minute. So let's just do the precipitate part first, and then we'll come to the other arrow. I'm going to div this into two. And so first one is no precipitate. So I'm going to put PPT for precipitate, and then I'm going to put white precipitate. Precipitate is basically a solid that falls out solution and it doesn't dissolve. And if that happens, then the ion that I'm making here, if it's a white precipitate, is lead. So that indicates I have lead there. Now what I want to do next is, if I filter this, I'm going to go downwards, and then if I filter this, and then I'm going to add, this time I'm going to add sulfuric acid, H2SO4, and if I still get a white precipitate, then that means this time, because I've added sulfuric acid, H2SO4, and it gives me white precipitate, that means it must be a calcium or barium 2+ ion present. Okay, so equally, if I then add sodium fluoride, so what we're going to do is, to this precipitate, we're going to add NaF, and if that happens and I got white precipitate, then so the white precipitate with sodium fluoride is going to give you calcium ions. That's to find out what ions I have. And if I do not get a precipitate with the sodium fluoride, then it basically telling me it's got barium ions. So that's equally, you can add sulfuric acid, and if it tests positive, you can go that way too. And if I'm going to go this way around, and I'm going to add, this time I'm going to add a sodium hydroxide solution to my cation. So this is basically cation, I'm going to take this away, cation with sodium hydroxide solution, and I'm going to split this into small branches. So my first one, if I add sodium hydroxide to my cation, and if I end up with a brown precipitate, so this is brown, green, or blue with the sodium hydroxide solution, then I know that I have formed ion 3. If it's green, then I've got ion 2, and if I have added to the blue precipitate NH3 solution, and you make a precipitate that goes into deep blue solution, then that will prove that you have got copper ions present.